Big announcement coming from the Punchline Project. As you can see to our left, we now have our very own Punchline Project t-shirts. For inquiries about the t-shirts, just email us at general@thepunchlineproject.com, or if you know us, just use the old celly phone and hit us up, and we will get back with you on prices and sizes.
I even wore this and ran a mile in it, and I'm selling it to one lucky fan.
I'm gonna come.
Slightly used, but forever wonderful.
Brand used.
Hey, if we ever get to going places, that'll be worth something right there. I might buy it. I might buy it. All right, y'all ready?
I'll lick the tag of every one sold.
All right, y'all ready?
Every single one?
Welcome to the Punchline Project, the only show where logic goes to die and comedy rides shotgun in a clown car on fire. I'm your host, the glue that barely holds this mess together. With me, as always, the human crash test dummy who thinks seatbelts are a government conspiracy. Crash Test Dusty! And quietly judging us from the shadows, the only man who's both bulletproof and emotionally unavailable, Kevlar Kev. That's a new thing. That's a new thing that your crash test Dusty Kevlar Kev.
I like Kevlar Kev. It has a ring to it. Has a ring to it.
And I feel like it matches his personality pretty well.
Not his emotional damage, but definitely his personality.
That's right. And this is what happens when you give three idiots microphones and no adult supervision. Buckle up or don't. Crash test Dusty never does.
Conspiracy.
Tax
Tax dollars.
So, with that being said,
Thanks, Obama.
With that being said, we're gonna try a new thing. We're gonna start off every show with a new segment called "Dusty Makes Us Look Dumb." So, what you got for us this week, bud?
So, if I asked y'all in general, is the moon large?
Yes.
In general,
Yeah. Would you just say the moon is large?
if in general is the universe, I would say no. But generally, as what I think of what a large object would be, then yes, it's bigger than like the Empire State Building. Then yes, it's large.
I mean, like as far as like planets, what'd you say? I mean, it's not as large as like the Earth or Saturn, but what
Yeah.
about little Pluto or something?
Yeah.
Like, would y'all say the same?
Pluto's not a planet anymore.
Well, you get what I'm saying. I thought they changed it again.
Oh, did they?
I don't know. I thought
think
they
it's
did.
like
I don't know.
it's
I
like
haven't heard
a dwarf planet.
So you would be wrong if y'all said yes. So Australia,
So we'd be wrong if we said yes, that the
the
moon
planet
is large?
is large.
The planet is large, yeah. The
not a
moon is
planet.
large.
I feel like this is
Yeah.
a trick question.
Yeah.
No, you would be wrong if you said the moon is large. Relatively, as far as this table, yes, the moon is large. But Australia measures at 4,000 kilometers wide.
Okay.
The moon measures at 3,400 kilometers wide. The moon is technically smaller than Australia. Australia is wider than the moon.
What's a kilometer? Okay, kilometer, 4,000 kilometers. Doing the math on that, I have no idea.
I think,
I guess that doesn't really matter.
yeah, I mean,
So the moon it's smaller,
Australia is wider from east to west than the moon is.
but the moon has circumference, so it's
I mean, as far as diameter go, it don't matter what circumference you put on it. The Australia is wider from east to west than the moon.
so the thing. I never really thought about the moon being that small. So,
It is 3,400 kilometers wide, and Australia is 4,000 kilometers wide.
that explains.
You can fact check me. I'm pretty sure I'm right on the numbers though.
Maybe that's why there was only one man in the moon, and
Well,
not a whole city of men.
That's why they just went to that big ass room and faked the landing. So they went up there and they're like, "Damn, we can't even land this big piece of shit on this."
But they landed. They just faked the.
How wide is the moon?
They just faked the
how
video.
wide is it?
I think they just the video that's out is what's fake. I think they really landed.
I don't, because we have problems getting people up in the atmosphere and back down today. I mean, look at Katy Perry. They went like 1,000 feet up in the air, and she was like, "Oh my
Hey,
god!"
don't talk about Katie like that. She's a
So,
national hero.
It's only 2,159 miles wide.
That's crazy.
I mean,
I mean, yeah, when you look at it, but it looks
it looks huge, but it's not.
yeah.
I mean, it's smaller than Australia.
Australia is huge, right?
So it's
That's what
3,400,
she said.
I mean,
3,475 kilometers. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, in diameter. Yeah.
Yeah, I said
Okay.
3,400, so that was close enough.
Compared to Earth, so how big is, look up Australia, or what? Yeah, Australia.
Australia is, how wide is Australia? It's like 4,000 kilometers, so that'll be 3,000 and some odd miles.
4,000 kilometers.
Damn.
So yeah.
Australia's bigger.
600 kilometers bigger than the moon.
Australia is wider than the moon.
Wider.
So the Australia looks bigger from, if you're on the moon, Australia would look bigger
Australia
than
would
if
be.
you were on the Earth looking at the moon.
I'm saying if you're on the, if Australia is bigger than the moon, if you're on the moon looking at the Earth, Australia might look. I mean, the Earth would be so large at that point, you might not even be able to see Australia.
I want to go to the moon so fucking bad. I want to go to the moon so bad.
Why?
That would be so cool to look at the Earth from the moon. Like, I feel like that would give you a certain kind of perspective. Just seeing that.
I'd be scared.
You'd realize how
shitless.
small we are.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Oof.
I would be scared. I mean, I don't know.
You'd see the poop filling up in my
See, I don't
In
think
your
I would.
in that space. Yeah.
I don't think I
know
would be
they're not
scared.
they're not always in the spacesuit. I am aware of that, but if they're outside the
Yeah.
what's it, space station or their
Well,
Brother,
okay,
if your
Kevin,
spacesuit's filling up with poop, you're going to be in that spacesuit the entire time.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
want that bitch floating around my
No,
bedroom.
you're right.
Doesn't
you're
that
right.
will eject you from the space capital? I said space capital. Space capital. A pittle paddle.
Kevin, put your spacesuit back on. Your turd just floated through the hallway.
Have you ever seen those clips of like vomit just floating through the air?
Dude,
I mean,
some of my favorite
yeah.
clips is when they have coffee and
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
in a ball and they just kind of like my wife on a Saturday night.
Congrats to you, brother.
There was a cool video of a guy.
That was 12 years ago before we were married.
There was a cool video of a guy
Whenever she
playing
was still
baseball.
trying to impress you.
that's
Okay,
right.
okay. But now she doesn't have to impress you anymore. So
She wrapped me in
Yeah,
with her
she's-
amazing personality.
yeah, that's right. Now it's about the late night talk.
Yeah, not that dumpy.
Yeah. It was never about that.
That's right.
It was always about what was on the inside of the dumpy.
Of that dumpy.
Heard that.
Of said dumpy.
Heard that.
Yeah. That one got me.
You
a
know,
little bit.
they've always said that. Just now hit me what they mean when they say it's what's on the inside that
That's
counts.
right.
I
That's-
agree.
I 100%. It is. I love my wife because of
what is on
what's
the
on
inside?
the inside, and also what can
Velvety smooth.
what can be put into the inside also. And I also love that.
Velvety smooth and
It's very moist.
moist. Moist.
When I put
She
this,
hates that word.
whenever I put this shirt on, I said, "Oh, Nikki's gonna hate this," and then Lauren said, "Let me see," and she said, "I hate it."
I hate it.
And I was specifically told, she wrote it down for me. Do not talk about my
Oh, yeah.
pussy on the pod. Got it.
He's got an end marker. He's got an end marker on his forearm.
Whoops.
Do not talk about my hoo-ha
Yeah,
on the
well,
podcast.
we were trying to talk about the moon, and somehow vagina came up, and that is the moral.
Somehow we said the moon is wide, and Bradley said, "Hey, you know what else is wide?"
Speaking of wide, I'll tell you about my wife's vagina.
Cut.
There's no cut. There's no cut.
Cut.
Hey,
We're recording now.
Hey, I
for
said
edit.
it. I said it, so you can't.
Yeah,
get
you
in
can't get in trouble.
Okay.
Kevin's
but
unhinged.
but you said it as me. Kevin's supposed to be the Kevlar.
No, we're
right
all
now he's being more like Kev talk.
as
Because I
Bradley
said
would say.
vagina. I said vagina.
That's my
I
vagina, Shirley.
I could have filthed it up, but I didn't.
We already said, as Bradley would say, we're unfinged and unhiltered on this show.
Unhiltered and
Yeah.
unfinged.
And if I wouldn't have pointed out that this said moist, I might have got away with it saying most.
It does line up right with your mic.
I didn't even notice that. Most what?
I'm not gonna lie.
Most moist.
When it says moist, it doesn't look as bad, but when it says most, it looks that like might be the Sydneyest shirt I've ever seen.
Most.
Do y'all get it?
Most
Do y'all get
Sydney.
it? Do y'all get it?
Is it rainbow?
Yeah.
'Cause she's the most
It's-
gay?
Yeah, it's your
'Cause
rainbow
I'm
shirt.
gay. I
She's the
got
most
it. I
gay.
got it.
I love you, Sydney.
Yeah.
If you ever want a man, I'm your guy.
y'all ready for this?
All
I
right,
got
all right.
something
So now we're gonna do. Kevin claims that he has the funniest TikTok he's ever seen, and I guess we're about to see.
So if this is a new segment, are we just reacting to the TikTok of the week?
Yeah.
Or is it a judging Kevin's humor on the TikTok
both.
of the week?
I mean,
both.
it's gonna be
I mean,
both.
both.
Okay.
It's
We'll
gonna be
react, but
both.
we react and we judge.
Yeah.
What is the
Well,
what is the
no,
saying?
We
no,
listen and we don't
listen
judge.
and
Yeah,
we
but-
don't judge.
Yeah, but here on Unhiltered and Unfinged, we react and we judge.
So we're Christians.
yes.
Sort of.
It depends
We
on.
judge.
It depends on who's
I
asking.
mean, in that sense, yes.
It depends on who's asking because the way the laws are going in this damn state, you might have to say yes soon. So,
Send me to the baker's oven.
Place is going into the shitter.
so whatever. Anyway,
Hey, I
play
have
the,
another-
Play the video.
I have another one. Do y'all know who made the first oven ever?
The Dutch.
The Germans.
Oh.
Sorry.
Kevin, that was a good answer because I was like,
The Dutch oven.
Japanese. I
Nope.
don't know.
Dutch oven's what my wife don't
Hey,
like.
babe.
You missed
Oh,
the
you
good.
missed
you
it.
missed the good stuff.
We've already talked about your
Yeah.
vagina.
No, we did not.
False.
I said the word vagina.
Also, please don't watch this.
Okay. Are y'all ready?
All right, Kevin. Sorry to steal your spotlight. Go for it.
Hey there, big boy.
Hey.
You ever gotten over the pants?
Oh my God, it's
candy
lined
from
up. Hold on. Let
What?
me line it up. Let me line it up.
Yeah, you.
What?
Let me line it
Move
up.
it over there,
that was
move
Let
it
me
good.
line it up.
I don't know where she was going, but I feel like I was getting there with her.
I have never been called big boy by a
Yeah.
woman before, and I got
Yeah.
really excited.
Oh my God.
Hey, can we go ahead and move that over since we're on
Then
mine?
we need to set up an extra set of headset over here so that we can have like.
Isn't there a whole nother?
I know, but
headset
it's
and
not
shit?
plugged in right
Oh.
now.
You ready?
Move that
Yes,
down in
yes.
front of Bradley's face.
Yes, you
I
can
want to. I want to measure their noses.
Fuck you, Dusty. Fuck you, motherfucker.
gal that looks like Grandpa Munster
Start it over.
and has a clit the size of a Hey there, big boy.
Hey.
You ever gotten over the pants handy from a gal that looks like Grandpa Munster
I can't get over the
and
list.
has a clit the size of a walnut? Book a cameo.
She said book a
cameo.
camera.
In bio.
Link in bio. She sounds like Dusty. Link in bio.
So, okay.
I'm not saying
Hold
I'm
on.
going to book a cameo. I'm just saying we might have an intro for the next podcast.
Hey,
Okay, so
I looked it up. Her cameo is $30.
Still, I am buying one tonight.
Hey, y'all don't work in the oil field for no reason, all right?
Bro, if she will write us a fucking intro calling us big boy on a cameo,
yes,
motherfucker,
she
I'm
will.
in.
Yes.
And I want her to talk about her clit, her nose, her toothless mouth. I'm going
Let-
to call her toothless.
Hey,
Toothless
link in
Tammy.
bio.
What- oh, Shelly. Oh. Okay, so
Toothless Shelly, what?
Shelly Scoville,
Oh, I was about to say, I'm so confused.
Scoville.
Grandpa Munster.
She
Okay.
does look like Grandpa
All right,
Munster.
Dusty, you asked the question, and are we going to judge Kevin on his comedy, or are we responding first? I feel like you've already started responding, so
I'm going to do both.
okay. Scale to 1 to 10.
1
on
to 10 on comedy.
on Kevin's sense of humor, I think is what we're judging here.
Kevin, I'm going to give you a 8 and 9
Ooh.
on that one on sense of humor. That's you set a high bar for next week.
Yeah.
But I'm also going to give you a 12 on the fucked upness that's in your head.
it was
the fact that
disturbing.
you thought this was clip of the week.
It was
You
so-
wanted us
dude,
to watch it.
yes.
It shows a lot about you.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of worried about Nikki at this point. Like,
It's always the quiet ones,
I'm
right?
telling
It's
you.
always the quiet ones you have to. Nikki.
Kevin's like, lay down, tie yourself up. I'm bringing the baseball bat.
How did you get that from that?
Clit of a walnut. He beat the shit out of that motherfucker.
Kevin's like, I can't wait till you turn 65 and lose all those teeth.
I'm a gummy bear.
Dude,
Sorry.
I didn't know what to think. I mean, obviously, I was probably thinking the same thing. Dusty is like, he's like, I can't get over the no teeth, and then he said couldn't get over the toothless.
Yeah.
The toothless.
Yeah,
I can't get over the
But
fact
the
that
walnut.
that she said
Oh
she
my-
she said she has a clit the size of a Walmart, and I think that was the
Is that not?
that was the most attractive part because
Can I be vulnerable after this?
okay. Be vulnerable. Also, Kevin, I'm gonna go
so good.
9.5
So
on the
good.
sense of humor. 9.5 is my
so
score.
good.
See,
Thank you.
I went 8, 9
High
because
bar. High bar.
I feel like Kevin has sent me more humorous things.
Mhm.
That
was
one just got
shocking.
that got me.
shocking.
But
It was the shock value is what made
Yeah.
it a big deal for me.
let's be real. A clit the size of a walnut.
Walnut.
A walnut,
right?
right? My dick's the size of a
Walnut's
walnut.
like-
So do I just have a clit dick, or does she have an like a dick clit?
Do y'all see that? Admit it. Admit it. Admit it. Everyone punch yourself.
he got-
Everyone
he
out
got
there
all-
punch yourself.
he got
punch
you.
yours-
He
I
got you.
all of you.
Mm-hmm.
But
Nerds.
like is
But
that?
that's like the size of a walnut, right?
I
Like,
mean,
I think
is
that's
that
pretty
really a clit anymore though? I mean, that's like a small penis.
That's a small ball sack.
yeah, I would like to. I think that would be referred to as a boulder dash.
A boulder.
Look at the size of that boulder dash on it.
That's no longer a mound. That's a boulder.
no
That's
longer-
a nice
That's no
boulder.
longer a clit. It's a boulder
I like
dash.
that boulder.
That's a nice boulder.
And we're talking about some other lady.
She put it out
Promise.
there.
Are we still talking
Promise.
about your wives?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not at all. And just because she's standing right there right now doesn't mean I'm going to tone
With
it
one
down.
hand on one hip, watching us
But
very
she
carefully.
has that. She has that hip pop
And that
too,
doesn't
brother. Like
mean that I'm going to sit like this for the rest of the podcast and mind my manners. Yeah, I don't like that y'all are talking about this woman in that fashion. Women have the right to start
shutting
only-
the fuck up.
I feel very exposed.
Sorry, that was
I
too
was
much.
gonna say,
That was too much.
I was gonna say, even though she's probably, what are we thinking here? 57 and a smoker?
If there is smoking and crack, I'm gonna go like 45, 50.
Mm.
If it is a healthy woman that has a healthy craving for dick, I'm gonna say
Wow.
like 70.
I'm so glad I never did crack.
She's a fan of over the pants
I wouldn't
handies
have made
too.
it. I
That's
wouldn't have
like-
made it.
Bro,
Oh yeah, over the pants. I haven't
That's
had
pretty
over,
high
I
school
haven't had
of
over
her.
the pants since
I have,
high school.
dude,
That's
I've
pretty high
only had
school
of her.
one
Yeah,
over the pants handy
She
in my
re-
lifetime, and it was in the back seat of ex's car with her mom driving us back from the movie theater.
Damn.
You know what? You respect the classics.
That's right.
And
That was
I'm-
a classic.
Yeah.
But the bad thing is like over the pants handies with blue jeans on,
Mm-hmm.
bro, it looked like I had fucking gonorrhea for a week because it rubbed a fucking rash on that bitch. Like,
The biggest problem was the mess.
You got a big old pot sticker.
no,
right
you
there.
just got a big old fat cock.
I'm talking. We're getting over the pants to completion or just in?
I've never got a handy where I didn't finish.
I mean,
So I'm saying we're talking mess here, right? We're talking cleanup. And
There's
then-
no cleanup under the pants though, or over the pants because it just soaks into the materials.
yeah, it's just in all your
I
clothing.
mean, then
It's
you're like
just in
fucking
your-
just feel disgusting.
It's
for,
all in your underwear fibers at
Yeah,
that point.
and then, well, no, kids these days they got
Look at
dude
Lauren's
wipes
face.
and
Look at Lauren's
stuff,
face.
so they can just
Look at Lord's
you
face.
just slap a dude wipe over it and you're good to go. I do
Yeah.
them at work all the time.
I'm not gonna lie though, I got spoiled because I had a girlfriend that through most of high school that
Cleaned it up for you.
I would not have to finish on the floor, whether it was a over the pants handy or not. So I was spoiled. Then I got married, and well,
You know what my mom said to me the other day?
just get off that podcast with those.
I
pics.
watched your podcast.
Why are we talking about semen over the pants handies?
Debbie
and Kevin
said-
says, "Mom,
Debbie said she watched it, and I said, "Oh no,
that's not good."
Glasses.
I don't have them over here.
I need yours.
No, get your
I'm
own.
about to
These
talk-
are mine.
I'm about to holler at your mom,
Oh, okay,
Deborah.
You say what's up
Mm.
to Debbie. She'll probably watch this, so say what's up to her.
We said, "Big Deborah."
Yo, Debbie.
What's up, shawty?
It's me, Brad. Kevin can't come to the door right now, but I can.
Hey, multiple ways.
Just playing. I love you.
Mom, remember when you came by with the duplex?
Mom, please tell me you remember this joke so it's not awkward.
I'll tell it real quick. It's real fast. Kevin and Nikki had left to go to dinner, and Kevin's mom had been over for a little bit, and then
She rode with us.
and she left at the same time. but then she came back because she forgot her phone, right? Was that
In
was
my car, or in my
Yeah.
car. She left her
Or
phone.
did she?
Yeah, and I had been. How should I say this?
Stroking it.
Partaking.
Well, yeah, but yeah, I had found some shrubbery at some point, and so I was shrubberized.
He was pulling weeds out of the flower
I
bed.
hear the doorbell.
No fungi.
I hear the doorbell ring, and I come prancing up to the front without a care in the world, and I just open the door up, and we had that little wall beside the door at the entrance, and I just slap my hand up on the wall, and I see that it's Kevin's mom when I open it, and I'm just like, "How are you?" And I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes you got it. You have that. I was wearing this shirt.
I told you, if I catch you from behind in the right
That's
light,
what I'm
I
saying.
get it.
That's
I
what
get
I'm
it.
saying.
She came back by and Bradley said, "Did you forget something?"
Yeah. Oh, this is how it's gonna go down. Just kidding. Just kidding. I love you, mama.
Bradley was the friend
My
I
third mom, fourth mom, 10th mom. I have like 100 moms.
Bradley was the friend I had in high school that could ask my mom for us to go anywhere and do anything. And she'd be like, "Oh, Bradley, just shut up.
You're just
Y'all
joking
ain't
around."
going to do that." Like, "Mom, we're going to go get some beer and hang out with some girls." Okay.
But didn't your mom? But didn't Kevin's
Kevin
mom
would
think
actually
that he
would
was
say
gay
no.
until like fucking college?
Oh, that was
Oh, come on.
that was Kevin's friends.
Oh,
Yeah. That was just my grandparents and my friends. And
And everyone that knew me well. And,
Yeah.
and it wasn't because of that one party, but
no.
we said we're not going to talk
yeah,
about that party.
we said we weren't going to talk about that party.
That's our only ixnay on the podcast.
Yeah, everybody got one veto story. I chose not to have a veto story, but these two goons got vetoes.
Wife's vagina's out or in, but wife's vagina's in.
but I'm gonna
But that
mention
one
it right
party,
now.
that one party's out.
Whose wife?
Bradley's obviously,
Apparently not mine.
and the one with the clit the size of a walnut.
Hey, she brought it up.
Oh, Shelly.
Okay?
Oh, Shelly
She brought
Scoble.
it, she brought
Shelly,
it up.
Link in bio.
hey Shelly, if you ever see this, hit me up in the DMs, girl.
I mean,
Dude,
Shelly,
she's probably way too
I
big
might-
time. She's way too big time for us.
I'm going to see
$30 for a cameo?
Shelly Scoville, I want you to do an intro for us, and I'm coming for you. I'm going to subscribe, like, share. Click link in bio. What is it? Cam Soda? Or
No, that's the other
I
one.
think it's just called cameo.
Cameo. That's what I meant.
What's
Whoops.
Cam Soda, Bradley?
Oh, it's a home soda.
Is that where you get your bulk order of
So
Dr. Peppers?
I'll just say that at the very end, it goes like this.
into
That's all
the
I'm
poop
gonna,
chute.
that's all I'm gonna say. At the end, it goes something like that.
I don't like how your mouth made a noise.
I was really hoping that it would. I was like, I really hope that this makes that little pop noise. Hey, also, I got y'all a little surprise.
I got you surprised. It's the size of a walnut.
I really don't, Kevin. When you got a chance, can you look up a walnut? Because I don't know how big a walnut is. I'm not gonna lie.
I would assume they're on the bigger size of a nut.
Oh my god!
That is
Holy
Bro,
Oh,
that is a clitosaurus right there.
that's how you attack it.
Oh, are we rolling straight into this?
No, but I was opening it.
All
with
I heard, all I see is sour, and I'm not excited.
Pretty sour?
I would appreciate it if you wouldn't stick that finger right
Okay.
there that I see spit dripping off of back
No,
into
this
that
is
bag.
gonna be your bag.
Oh, I get a bag. I don't like that at all. I don't
This
want
is
a
your
bag.
Wait,
So you stuck
wait,
your
wait.
fucking wet ass fingers in my bag.
My bad.
You're
I
taking
was-
this moist
I
shirt
was
way
trying
too
to be-
seriously.
I was trying to be helpful. Oh, yeah. Hey, not
That-
only does my shirt say moist, but I've also been moisturizing like a motherfucker.
And so does his britches after and over the pants handy.
There's your girl, Dusty.
Damn, bruh.
Yeah.
She looks. How do you get worse looking?
Book a personal
You
video.
can-
we
she'll
can just
roast
get-
you.
Dude, we can just get her to make us a video.
She'll roast
There
you.
go.
Roast?
I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it.
I will
Hey.
throw in if she will send
Or
us-
she'll
take a
promote the.
picture.
She can promote
Let's
the.
take a picture real quick.
promote the
Wait.
business.
Wait.
We can pay for a
We're on a
promote of the
podcast, I'm
business
just
and
Wow.
to roast someone.
Yep, I love the fuck out of that. Shelly, what's up, girl?
Can we send her a clip of this?
Yes.
Receive a pep
Well, hey,
talk.
we'll make a clip after we're done.
That's
How
awesome.
about that? All right. So I was thinking, Kevin, we got the quiz questions.
Oh yeah.
So, Dusty, you ready?
No, because
But hey, so different, but a different way of doing it this time. Instead of loser takes it, we're gonna take one at the same time, and then Kevin's gonna ask us a question and see if we can answer it.
okay.
Okay.
Okay. I think Dusty's more scared of this than.
No,
Damn, these are sticky.
bro, I opened this up and it was moist as fuck, and I was like,
Moist is that thing. I
There's
think I'm
no-
gonna, episode 6. It's moist up in here.
Moist and sticky.
there is zero
Are you
reason
gonna do what
why
is
a
these little-
hard
what is
gummy.
that?
Zero reason why a hard gummy sounds like fucking wet macaroni and cheese.
Are you just gonna do one?
What do you want to do, brother?
Lauren, we need some baby wipes.
I hope I don't. I hope this isn't bad. All right, so
How many questions?
They kind
do
of
we
look
wanna
like
do?
gushers.
we'll play it by ear. How about that?
Because if we're only doing like 4 or
We-
5, I'm just gonna pinch like 3 and pop them in the mouth
Okay.
and call
Okay,
it good.
okay.
This first one
okay.
stuck to my finger first, so
Hold on, don't read it yet.
I'm not.
Don't
I'm just
read
getting it out.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure the
Ma-
herpes in my mouth are
it. Also
fucking-
make sure it's really good. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right, you ready, Dusty?
No,
I got 3. You got 3.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Just look at it.
I don't
All right,
want
count
to.
down, Kevin. Drum roll.
I don't want to touch.
Okay,
my
okay,
fingers
okay,
are all
okay.
sticky. I don't want to
All right,
touch.
3, 2, 1, go.
Ready? What's the
No,
chemi-
no, I didn't eat mine. I just
Oh,
wanted to
sorry.
see how bad it was. I
Sorry.
tricked Brad.
Oh, those guys work.
I didn't look. I just was fixing to read. You ready?
Oh,
Why is that fucking
What's the chemical symbol for gold?
AU?
Oh shit, he got it.
damn it.
He got it.
Why does that taste
That
like
was
Mexican
fast.
candy?
That was fast. I didn't expect you to get that.
I used to memorize the periodic table.
Okay, don't ask any more fucking periodic table questions. That's such a weird thing to know.
Oh, you were talking about.
Hold on, they're growing in my mouth.
He got the. You got. The, oh, how many did you put in there?
3.
It just
Oh.
grows.
Okay. Well, let me.
Did you just swallow instantly? How'd you do that?
Oh my gosh, just the stickiness. I just took the gum out of my mouth,
Oh fuck, this is 4. Fuck it.
and the stickiness from opening it is pretty insane.
It's
I'm not gonna
almost
lie.
salty.
Are we going back in? All right, go.
Go.
Which planet is closest to the sun?
Mercury.
Oh, you got it.
I was chewing. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my God, we don't have to eat more.
Those are good. It's really sour. I only put one in my mouth since I'm reading questions, but
You said those are really good.
Do they have a good taste? But they hurt.
if you just do one, I mean,
Oh, I think
All right,
I'm gonna just, as long as I don't get it in my eyes.
go.
Really? Oh shit. What's the largest bone in the human body?
Femur.
Oh, nice. Y'all both got it.
Holy fuck, my mouth hurts.
Oh, okay. hold on.
How's your tongue?
How, are you doing like 3 or 4? Are you doing like?
I did like 6 on that.
I did 3. Ugh. All right, I'm gonna do more.
My bag's almost empty.
Okay.
Another planet question. Let me know when you're ready.
I don't know if that was a burp or a grunt or a moan or I don't know what that was. You know what? Fuck it.
Oh, fuck.
Go, Kevin.
What's the closest planet to Earth?
Mars,
Mars,
Nope.
Venus,
Yep.
Saturn.
Pluto, the moon. The moon.
That. That's the Interstellar Galactic Federation.
He's like, fuck the moon.
Actually, they think there's a planet that they're hiding from us that's close.
You remember when you were talking about that?
There's a secret planet?
Hold on. You
What?
remember when you were talking about that clairvoyance thing?
Oh, yeah.
Well, somebody
Oh.
said they fucking clairvoyanced onto the moon, and it's called the Galactic Federation inside of it.
You know China's on the moon right now?
Somebody clairvoyanced all the way to the moon?
What is that called?
You think they're podcasting in China?
No, it's not allowed. They're communist.
Yeah, I wouldn't think it'd be allowed.
We need to get a Chinese on here. I feel like that'd be a good show.
My stomach hurts.
Dude, those are, yeah, in moderation. Holy cow. Those are sour.
Okay. Are we done with that?
Hey,
Well, I'm done with that bag.
Bradley.
Bradley, stop spitting them on the table.
Bradley, I ate real fruit.
Yeah.
Kevin, everyone just witnessed for the first time in 17 years. Kevin ate
It took Bradley 35 years to trick Kevin into fruit.
It took him, it took fruit tasting like sour candy.
God damn.
Dude, the sides of my tongue hurt and my teeth feel like gritty.
This is what I feel like you would feel like when you left a Diddy party.
Can I give a...
Would it be sticky or would it be oily?
And moist, and my mouth feels weird. I feel like those would be the descriptive words I gave when I was leaving. Because,
All right.
That hurts.
mm,
Can I
mm,
can I do a shout out to the friend that asked me to shout her out on the podcast?
mhm.
While
Thanks.
we're all
you may
suffering?
need to right now. Bradley needs a minute. Who is it?
This is our shout out to Delaney Evers. Thank you for the crawfish boil, the beer, and the sloppy dice, and all the times you have taken care of me when I fuck myself up because Crash Test Dusty does some fucking damage. Delaney, shout out to you. You're the best. Love you.
Oh, it's so. Oh. Okay.
I'm gonna eat another one. This one though. It tastes
Did
good.
you like them?
Yeah, it tastes good.
Absolutely not. Maybe I ate too many at the...
You ate too many at once?
Yeah.
You think?
I can't. I start talking and then I feel like, you know that how your mouth starts watering to the back of your throat when you're about to throw up?
Yeah.
I'll
that's the
start
worst.
talking and then it starts doing that.
That,
It's
like-
not like a throw up feeling, but it's the same water. And I feel like I'm every time I talk.
It's that pre-vomit.
Yeah. I'm getting some pretty.
You getting pre-vomit in your mouth right now?
No, I'm just getting. I'm getting some.
Last
nice-
time I
I'm
got
getting
pre
some-
something in my mouth, it wasn't vomit. Hey,
That's right.
Yeah.
It was moist.
Yeah.
Some of that good pre-moist.
that right.
Nice and moist.
Lauren gave me a high five. She know what I'm talking about.
Don't leave him hanging.
She didn't. She slapped it twice.
Oh yeah, she's been cracking up. She actually volunteered some of the money for Miss Shelley here.
Hey,
So
she heard clit like a walnut. She's like, you know what? Fuck
And
it,
by-
I'm in.
yeah,
And by volunteered means Bradley has okayed it with her to spend the $30.
Yeah. I was about to say it means
Yeah.
they share a bank account, and Bradley's
Yeah.
like, I'm
Yeah.
taking it out.
Yeah,
man.
Can I
well,
spend $30?
yeah. Well, I mean, I had to send in an invoice and put a PO on it and get it approved.
It's
you know,
for
she's
a
like,
good
"What's
cause."
the $30 for this Shelley?" And I'm like, "Walnuts."
He said it's not OnlyFans.
It's for walnuts.
It's Cam Soda.
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time on OnlyFans. Let's just get to the point. Cam.
I'm pretty sure Cam Soda is how they make cream soda. At least it would be if I watched it. You can't cricket and laugh, Kevin. That defeats the purpose.
That was a pretty good one.
Kevin's over there chuckling, hitting the cricket like jackass.
Oh, man.
My stomach hurts. We should have saved that for later.
I know we should have done that last. I think we definitely need to start making sure that when we are going to torture ourselves physically, that we do it last.
See, like the sour is out of my mouth. I'm good. Like
Yeah,
I am
that's good
golden,
now.
but my stomach is bubbly, and the sides of my tongue are numb as fuck.
That's
It's
what
not
I'm
even the
saying.
top of it, it's the sides.
Yeah, and when you lick the sides of your lips, you get it all back.
Dude, that shit was thick. Whatever the fuck is on that, like I'm
That
being
boy thick.
that boy thick. 7-Eleven. But like for real, like whatever's on there, like it's really sounded like macaroni in a pot.
Well, it's just real fruit.
That's a walnut pussy.
This whole podcast was actually set up over the last 5 years because Nikki was like, "I bet you $100 that you can't get Kevin to eat fruit," and I said, "Yeah, I can." I said, "I'm gonna play the long game,
So
and
you-
I'll get it done." So
You
for
just
the
long
for the
conned my
last-
wife.
for the last 5 years, I have been long playing this to get to this very moment to where we had a podcast just so I could
Bradley.
get you to eat
Well,
real
what
fruit.
other?
You didn't even finish your bag.
I'm not going to either.
I finished
Give
my
it to
bag
Kevin.
as I
He
thought you did.
Give it to Kevin. He needs some more fruit. Well, that shit was.
Give it to Kevin. He needs some more fruit.
This is your game show, and you didn't even finish it?
Are there
ate
other-
like 10 of them.
So I know there's other levels. Do you know what the other fruits are?
Macadamian.
That's not a
sandwich-
fruit.
That's a good fruit.
Bradley always going back to nut.
It depends on Shelly. It could be a fruit. I don't know
He's
what she
always
goes
trying to
for.
go back to that walnut.
I just got nuts on the brain right now. Name all the nuts you can name.
He's been out of town way too long.
Pistachio, walnut,
Macadamia, walnut,
cashew.
Peter Pan. No, what is
That's
peanuts?
Jiffy.
Pecan.
Peanuts.
Cashews.
Us
Yeah.
Espresso.
pecan nuts. Ginger nuts.
Babe, name some more nuts.
Ginger nut. That sounds like college.
What sounds like college?
Ginger nut.
Ginger nut.
There was only once, and there was experimenting, so it wasn't gay. And I had a sock on.
It wasn't gay, and it was a woman.
Oh, that was the part it was supposed to be? I forgot that part.
even
I'm just serious.
I'm just for real.
Bro, I have that shit stuck in so blah sim lim.
You got it stuck in your
I
head.
have it stuck in my head.
750. Remember that one?
I do not. You know what I did watch the
white
other day?
around your lip.
It's unforgivable.
Oh,
chicken
Yeah.
fillet.
filet sandwich.
We went to some place in the mall
and
called
some waffle
Chicken
fries.
I said, bitch, for free. Give me some waffle shit for some waffle fries for free.
My favorite is he's like, well, I can't say the whole thing, but he's like, who's these?
Why
other,
not? We're talking about walnut clits and pussies this
who
whole
these
time.
other walnuts in this picture? She's like, those my brothers. He said, bitch, you better not have no brothers. That's what I said to Lauren, and then I was like, fuck, it's Landon. And then, you know.
And then he figured
Then
out
it's
Landon was
fucking
his best boyfriend, and
then
he
it's
said,
fu-
okay.
And I should bring that up. I forgot to
I just did.
call it's in the deleted scenes, but Landon is my best brother-in-law boyfriend. So, you know, and y'all are my boyfriends. Hold my hand.
My hands are sticky.
Wow, both of
Your hands are clammy as fuck.
No,
bro.
they're moist.
My hands are
It's
He's
on the
in
show.
character, Dusty.
Yes, you said we need to get into character. You're a crash test, Dusty. I'm moist, Brad.
Whenever your hands can rub together and it sounds like you're fucking a seal, that's not good.
No, when you fucking seal, it sounds like this.
No, that's what it sounds like when I run.
And this is right now. This is where Lauren would be like, "Oh, you're an idiot," and I would be like, if I was an idiot, could I do
I
this?"
love this.
Yeah, gets
Oh
you
yeah,
every time.
oh yeah, Lauren, can you do this with sagging danglers?
Because Dusty can.
That's the
Dusty
first.
can,
That is the
and he
first
did.
time I've ever heard. I've seen ass cheeks clap. That is the first time in my life I've ever seen a woman clap her titties together. Can you do this with sagging danglers? And praise to you, woman. Praise to you. Amen.
Hey, since we're on the topic of genitalia so much tonight, I don't know what it is about nuts. I mean, we have been talking about the food nuts.
It's because you've been out of town for like the last week and a
Dude,
half.
I know it's been bad. Hey, I'm gonna start sending y'all some stuff from Hobbs too. Hey,
I don't
shout
want
out,
you to while you're there.
shout out to Hobbs, New Mexico.
That's about the applause you deserve.
Last time I was there was a fentanyl
Yeah.
epidemic or an outbreak.
I will say, as a town, it's not as bad as you would think. But I'm somewhat of an optimist.
It's better than Carlsbad.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm an optimist. Don't go to the south side of town. You'll get it. And I mean, the north side of town.
If you've been there, you get it.
They
I
work
mean-
with what they got.
I mean, it just is what it is. Like, I mean, you can tell.
You know what the great thing is about working in West Texas, though?
Is it all looks like that?
No, like
Unless you're going-
I have never once went to West Texas and Amanda said, "Are you cheating on me?" She's been down there one time and she saw the women. She was like, he wouldn't even touch them with that. Like, let's be real. A West Texas 10 is a piece or two. Like, it's not good.
Don't sleep on Hobbs, but I'm married.
The
but I'm
last
just
time-
saying, that's what I heard, babe. That's what I heard.
The
That's
wait,
what I heard.
legit, the
That's what I
last
heard.
waitress I had in Odessa had a better beard than me.
Mm-mm.
100%.
No way, because you have a nice ass beard, bro.
Bro, she did too.
Hey, let's do beard ratings.
Me,
I lose.
I'm going to give me a 10.
I'm definitely the.
I should have. I should have.
Mine,
the
I'm a
worst
cheater.
one.
See, but mine's a cheater though. I'm married to a barber. Mine better
Yeah.
look decent most of the time.
Well, I've been trying to accentuate the mustache, which Lauren actually absolutely hates, but I forgot to trim the rest of the beard because she gets all mad about it.
I'm not gonna lie. I wish you would shave the beard and leave the mustache
That's what
because it looks good.
That's what. But she don't like it.
It's not about her.
But that's right. Hey, so if you watch this video, leave a comment in the comment section. 2 reasons. 1, we can settle this debate. Other, it helped the fuck out of us. And that's it.
You know
But-
what? This is a promotional right now. If we get 100 likes on YouTube and 20 comments saying mustache, Bradley will shave
Ooh, yes.
everything and keep the mustache.
or just whatever wins. I'll grow it out to my navel cavity if I need to. I'll do it for the people.
All the way
Naval
down to the
cavity.
ball.
Is that like what's a
Bro.
naval cave? Is that a belly
The
button?
Naval Academy. It is
It's inside of your belly button, Dusty.
Hey, that's a
cavity
big
of your-
ass.
no, because then when it gets down there, the hair would just fuse together into one. It would just be a solid,
Bro, you should
a
grow it.
solid beard from my.
You should grow it down to your chest hair all the way down and give your balls
And
some
then braid
like
it all the way in.
What did they say?
Give
on,
your
what
balls
does he
some
say on
mutton
Step
chops.
Brothers?
All the
He's
way
like,
down
I got
to-
a luscious V of hair from my chest pubes all the way down to my ball fro.
like for real though. Think about it. Mustache down the chest all the way. Give your
Wrap
ball sack.
around the nipples.
Give your ball sack of mutton chops.
What are mutton chops, please?
Those are the big bushy ones that are just right here.
Wolverine.
Wolverine. But you give your sack, you give it that little posh
So I
spice.
just
You know what I
said-
mean?
so-
Like
I just shave it off like right here.
you give it like a reverse Hitler on your sack.
and then let it go down
Yeah.
all the way to down.
You do a reverse Hitler like Kevin's mustache, but on your sack.
Yeah.
Let me see your mustache, Kevin.
He has that bald spot right below his nose.
Damn. And I was trying to master race him, and he don't even have the right kind of stash.
No, he's hiding it. He does the reverse Hitler so people don't
you
know.
shave it right there?
No.
It just grow like
Bro,
that?
look at that. Tell me, bring up the Civil War mutton chop and tell me Bradley's
Please.
Bradley's dick and balls
I
would not
like
look
this-
great like that. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Bro, you could give your dick right across
Why
the
does
ridge.
it say mutton chops British food and then it's a picture of a dude?
He's a snack.
Mutton?
Boom.
Isn't mutton a food item?
Mutton is a sheep
That sounds right.
or a lamb, technically.
Mutton
I think-
had a little lamb.
No.
Little lamb, little lamb.
What's he fixing to say?
I don't know.
I caught myself. We're not in the offensive hour yet.
Okay. While we're on the topic of genitalia, real quick, I wanted to tell y'all something.
I love this.
And every
topic.
time I try to bring this up, it keeps going away.
Okay.
So in Idaho, they
You
ma-
are the hoe.
in Idaho, Idaho,
Hey.
they banned public displays of objects that depict or resemble human genitalia, which also would include the
Walnuts.
right? Novelty
Well,
items
apparently her walnut.
like truck nuts. Could
Oh, like you couldn't have truck nuts like on your
you
diesel?
couldn't have truck nuts on your truck, which
What would all them motherfuckers with little man syndrome that think they're cool in Weatherford, Texas
Yeah.
do? They would have no personality without their truck nuts.
imagine like going to jail for it
Fucking
and,
faggots.
and having to describe and the guy that you go or that your cellmate's like, oh, what are you in for? But like you got 2 to 5 because you had truck nuts hanging from your fucking Silverado.
I had truck nuts, bitch.
Yeah, now you got truck nuts hanging from your chin.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, what the fuck? I guess
That's
only
crazy.
I guess only in Idaho the government gets to.
And I want to point out, when I said faggots, I didn't mean that in a bad gay term.
I didn't know that you said that. I'll be real honest.
Yeah, I
Did
said
you
I
just
did.
say it?
No, earlier
did.
we're talking about the truck nuts and the people that have
And
them.
what did you say? Get ready for the bleep. What did you say?
I don't know.
I
Where's the bleep?
said-
Where's the bleep?
Beep.
They don't have
Yes.
a personality because of if they got their truck nuts removed, you bunch of.
Oh, well, that out.
But I just wanted to point out, I didn't mean that in a derogatory sense towards gay people. I meant it in a derogatory sense towards the fucking idiot, dumbass, motherfucking pieces of shit that put truck nuts on their truck. Like a bunch of fucking fat.
I think it is. I think it is stupid. There's a guy whenever I'm at work, so I work on. I guess I don't know if I've ever said this, but I work on pipelines. But there's a guy out there, and he has a side by side. He drives up and down through the desert on the right of ways, and he has truck nuts dragging the sand. And is it douchey? Yeah. Is his side by side fucking badass? Fuck yeah.
But-
Fuck yeah, it is.
but it would
You know
be
what?
cooler without fucking nuts dangling. I mean,
But that's not, to me, I don't like it. I hate it. I think it's the douchiest thing ever. But because,
Dusty almost said nuts
I
gag.
am a fucking patriotic ass American, it's freedom of speech. And if you want to
they're
dangle
not
your
talking.
it's
What?
it's freedom of expression.
Yeah.
Do you, boo boo? I think it's dumb as hell.
I
and,
agree.
and whenever you see some dude hauling ass down the interstate whip it up into the local bar, and he's in a fucking jacked up like Dodge 2500, fucking got some 37s on that bitch, and then this dude hops up and he literally is shorter than like the door handle,
Yeah, that's what happens.
and Benny's got fucking 16-pound bowling balls as fucking truck nuts. You know what? And I'm like, you're a douche, but do you?
Maybe that guy's
But-
a douche.
But no, you are a douche. You are a douche.
He likes to have them slapping
But-
the frame like he likes to have them slapping his chin. It's whatever.
But do you, boo boo? I don't give a shit. I don't understand all these laws we're making to ban stupid shit. Like I don't.
Landon, I'm buying you truck nuts.
That's right.
Well, they're okay here.
Yeah,
Just don't go to Idaho.
I was just saying Landon has the personality to have truck nuts.
yeah. Idaho.
I think you just called Landon a douchebag.
Is Landon even here anymore? All right, good. I feel real bad if I was talking shit about him. He wasn't here to defend himself.
It's the first time that Idaho's gone balls out just to go balls off.
I think it's
Yeah.
yeah.
They're going
I was
balls
hoping-
deep and getting the
I was-
balls
I was-
off.
I was hoping for a little better reaction from that one.
I think it kind of confused me. My bad.
It does, the wording of it. It's for and I would think a smart guy like Dusty over here who knows who like invented Braille and Easter and what was the one you did earlier?
What's bigger, the moon or Australia width wise? And I know what the
What's the capital of Vermont?
Minnesota.
Dusty's not good at geography. Geography, you notice that all he's sticking into this certain line of things.
Well, I know.
Braille, the moon. They're
Well, I know
connected.
weird facts. And what's bad is I really haven't had to look any of these up yet. Like I just know weird facts, and I don't know why.
He lying.
I don't know why.
You're
it
telling
is.
me that you knew that?
Well, I can't say I knew it.
But
I
you-
just thought I did.
Okay, so maybe you've looked it up before and you've remembered it all this time.
Oh, 100%. I read it in a rabbit hole,
Mhm.
but I never
Okay,
looked it
I
up.
was like, what?
no,
No,
like
I told you to
Dusty
stop
knows
doing
things.
that. I told you to stay out those fucking rabbit holes,
like
dude.
it was probably a Reddit thing that I clicked this link, then I clicked this link, then I clicked this link, and then I ended up on that and read it. I don't know if it was 2 months ago or 2 years ago that I read it, but it's one of those that I remembered, and
You read it on Reddit?
yeah.
That's the first time that joke's ever been told. I'm sure of it. I'm absolutely sure.
Yeah, it's kind of like no one ever makes fat jokes with me.
Yeah, and then you just make fun of my nose.
Then you just make
Anyway, so I think it would be funny
you just make fun of my nose all the time.
if you were imagine being a cop. Task was explaining the arrest. He said, "Sir, I'm going to need you to step out of the vehicle. Your truck is exhibiting testicular behavior." Okay. And then on the police scanner, they're like, "We got code 69 in progress. Chrome balls. I repeat, shiny hangers at the Walmart off exit 12."
Shiny hangers at the Walmart of exit 12. That's a good one.
I don't want to polish his balls. Get here. Back up. Back up.
He's got a big set of nuts on him, boys. I'm
Can
gonna
you
need
do
back
this with
up.
saggy hangers?
I'm gonna need him.
And this one draws back to previous conversations we've had on this particular podcast, which is the one we're on right now. They ban simulated testicles, but you can still marry your cousin if she's cute and conservative.
And second cousin.
Oh yeah, second cousin.
Yeah.
Damn,
Oh, that's
I'll
right.
rewrite that.
Yeah,
I'll rewrite
it's
that
definitely
one.
second cousin.
Yeah, you don't want to marry the first cousin. That's fucking weird.
We're not marrying our first cousins down here.
Yeah.
Weird.
If you have a baby with your first cousin, it comes out and it's cursive.
Does that mean it has cerebral palsy?
I don't even think I landed that one. If you have a baby with your cousin, then it's gonna come out and it's gonna.
It's going to be cursive.
It's
And I
gonna
said
be
cerebral
cursive.
palsy. Cerebral palsy.
Cursive. Yeah, it's gonna be cursive. It's
Isn't
gonna
that the one
be
where they're all
cursive.
fucking like jacked in?
Wait, say that again.
That part of the other part.
Are you trying to? You sound like you're trying to sing like a Nickelback song.
Let it snow.
Look at this graph.
Look at this photograph.
Look at this graph. It shows if
Every
you have.
time I do it makes me crap.
Because I had a baby with my cousin, and it came out speaking cursive.
I thought it was cursive.
Oh, it came out in cursive.
That's spina bifida.
It's one of the bifidus.
That's one of the bifidus.
That's one of the bifidus. For sure.
Anal
Well,
bifida.
it was nice to know y'all. We're getting canceled.
And we thought it was going to be because of Dusty.
Nope.
And it was because of that shirt.
It's because of anal bifida.
Ain't a bifida.
Anal bifida. That would have been better than cursive bifida.
Yep.
Because nobody knows what the fuck that is.
They don't even teach cursive anymore.
Okay. Kevin, did you do your questions? Did you do your questions?
Yes, I did.
Okay. He did his questions.
Yeah, he sent me them
We get
earlier
Ke-
with his nudie.
We gave Kevin a homework assignment. I said I want 2 nuts and some questions.
And some good clarity afterwards.
yeah.
2 nuts.
2 nuts. Man, this sounds like a confession at the Diddy trial.
You want a monster?
2 nuts, some Cialis.
Cialis. Isn't that what makes your dick big?
And a blue chew.
Blue chews.
And to the fans out there, stay tuned if you're interested as I am in the Diddy trial, because it's making me
Hard.
It's not. It's just because of the constant talk of lotion and lubrication.
You
And
have to
I'm
say,
like,
Diddy
fuck.
Diddy probably is the best homosexual because you would never have to use lube with him because that motherfucker his skin is made out of it at this point.
Yeah, it's soaked in.
Soaked.
All right, ask us a Diddy
Just
question,
like
bro.
his butthole soaked.
Are we gonna have punishments? We have to slap each other on the tush every time somebody loses.
All right, whoever loses get kicked in the balls.
Wait, what are you losing?
A ball.
Virginity.
I still have mine.
Wait, my questions are a game?
Oh,
I don't know.
they are now. Ask them and we'll tell you afterwards. Wait, hold on.
Well,
Cut. Go.
Who are you?
Cut. Answer.
All right,
Enter.
Kevin, are you going to say who you want the answer from first?
Oh yeah. Is it a competition?
no, it's not a competition.
cool.
It's just random.
Well, we'll go Dusty first, and then I'll go first next time.
Cool.
Or unless you want me to.
What is something your past self bought that your current self is still mad about? Yeah. Uh-huh.
Something my past self bought that my current self is still mad about.
Hard.
An OnlyFans account that I never should have been on.
Was
You
it
paid for one? I
Was it
did.
Shelly Scoble?
It was not. That would have been a lot better.
Damn. How much you spend on it?
Oh, it was only like $7.11.
$7.50.
$7.55.
No, it was like local chick, so it was probably like $2.99 for a butthole.
I'll tell you who I got a date with. Local moms in my area.
Bro, I see those bitches all the time on the hub, and they're nowhere around in real life.
After the show, you can tell me which one you're talking about.
No, I won't, because I wouldn't do that to
Which
you.
one'd you pay for again?
It's not. I'm still mad at
shoot me a-
myself to this day.
Shoot me a link.
Something that I bought in previously that I'm still upset about. But,
Could
Where
be
to start?
anything. I
Where to
mean,
start?
so the year was probably 2018. I was located in a town of, I don't want to say the real name of the town, so I'll call it Pesos, Texas. I was staying in an RV park, and I won't say the name of it, but it was Queens Road RV. And I was hanging out with some friends, and I won't say their name, but it was cousin Leroy.
Leroy Jenkins.
One night we were sitting around, it's a casual night, having a couple of beers, couple of beer packs, I think is what they call them out there. I don't really drink beer, so I don't really know much about the stuff, right? I think it comes in packs. And then we bought this. It was like an herb mixture substance. We'll call it a substance, right?
That sounds like cocaine.
It was like a herbal tea.
Yeah, no, it was like if you were to like take the sugar that you were put in the herbal tea and spread it out,
And give yourself a deviated septum.
yeah, because that's the only way you can get
That's
one.
it.
I don't think there's another way to get one
That's it.
besides that, besides playing in sugar, powder, water, thing. And so
Playing in sugar water.
yeah. It was a little bit too moist one night, and it was a little bit too of a different. It was the wrong color, and I purchased it. And
I'm pretty sure that's meth.
You purchased crack cocaine.
I mean, crack cocaine is just when you take cocaine and smoke it. So, I mean, technically, every time you buy cocaine, you're potentially buying crack cocaine.
I've never bought either one, so I don't know.
Oh, me neither. No, this is a story, like I said, about this is a story about this guy, Steve, and my cousin Eddie and whatnot. This isn't about me. They got the money out of me.
Oh, you were just there drinking and they got, okay.
Yeah. Confusing story.
They were at your camper.
Yeah.
Hanging out with you because you were there already. You weren't
Yeah,
with
that's
them.
right. That's right.
They
That's right.
showed up at your
Yeah,
camper.
sons of bitches. Sons of bitches. One of and it's weird because my cousin Eddie kind of looks just like me. Anyway, go on.
Are you ready for the next one?
Nah,
Ready
he
to go?
Yeah.
He hadn't
Move
finished
forward.
his story.
Oh yeah, and the other one was
I thought he was kind of done.
He was talking in a fucking circle. I didn't know where he was going with
and
it.
the other one is God, I don't want to say this worse than I don't want to say that I bought fentanyl / cocaine. So I won't.
You didn't.
I didn't say that.
Continue.
Cousin Eddie bought it.
Cousin Eddie, you son of a bitch. Don't call me.
All right, next one. If you had to name your genitals after a breakfast food, what would it be?
Oh, that's not fun.
After a breakfast.
Mine already
food.
has a name though.
What is it, walnut?
No, it's Squirmin' Herman, the one-eyed German.
Okay, well this.
Oh yeah, I love that stuff.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
That's why we were roommates for so long.
That's a great breakfast food. Every morning, and it's so moist and just juicy and stuff.
All right, so
Squirmin'.
breakfast food junk.
Breakfast food. So you're gonna name your junk after a breakfast food?
Yes.
And I'm just gonna reiterate the question again, so that also will give Dusty and I time to think of something. You know, like I don't want to say crepe because crepes are so flat, right?
And thin, really thin.
Yeah, but if you roll
I'm gonna
them
go
up in
huevos huncheros.
Ooh.
I like that one. Huevos rancheros.
I haven't done fentanyl cocaine, so I can still think pretty quick.
I'm gonna go with huevos de la chiquitas.
Why?
Chiquilitas.
Bradley said, huevos huncheros. That's a good one. I'm going to go with huevos huncheros. That's what I'm going with.
Something with huevos because that's like balls.
Now our dicks are cousin Eddie's.
Because all I could think of was like waffles.
Boy, you need to lay off.
Like a bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle.
Yeah. How about a five
Bro, with my
meat
awkward ass-
breakfast tortillas?
With my awkward ass noises and fucking twitches, people would think I did fentanyl. But I'm really starting to worry about you for real.
Why?
Because you brain don't work no more.
I know it just worked pretty good.
Brain don't work no
It just
don't
worked
work
pretty
no
good.
more.
You know how hard it was to think of huevos chiquilitas?
Chicalitas.
It was pretty fucking hard.
Yeah, after I said huevos huncheros, you were
I
like,
mean,
oh, huevos, I got it.
Yeah, you said huevos huncheros. That's not even a food.
Huevos rancheros?
Yeah, rancheros. You said huncheros.
I know, because it's about my dick and it's hung.
Well, see, that's where we got lost at. I thought we were naming actual foods.
Your dick's ain't a chicolitas.
how
You're
about-
naming your dick.
bowling ball sausage gravy.
A sausage. A hefty helping of
Bowling ball sausage
sausage
gravy.
gravy and biscuits.
Bradley said, you want bear claw? Hello, I'm Bobby Mom. I'm Bobby Mother.
Hey, I will say there is an old Asian lady in Unison. She runs the donut shop and she has the best donuts I've ever had, and her bear claws are fantastic.
I have never met a 5 a.m. donuts that's owned by a Asian that they didn't have the best bear claw on the market.
So we can agree that is how, because everybody says China is definitely spying on us. They're not sending drones. They're not sending balloons. They're not sending a weather balloon. They have installed an an operative.
A
in
network
every-
of donut
Yes,
locations.
a network of 5 a.m. donuts across this great country. And you know what? I'm okay with it, China, because you think you're spying on us, and
Yeah.
all you're
You
doing
think you're slick.
all you're doing us is feeding us flavory, sugary breakfast.
They're just making us happy.
They are smart. They're
In all
They're
honesty,
fattening us up so we're slower.
Name-
we're on to your games.
name me
All
3
these
cities,
years.
for real, name me 3 cities, small or big, that don't have a 5 a.m.
Beijing,
This
Qingdong,
don't count because Poolville, it's like in between us and
and
Poolville.
South China. It's only 3 cities. The only cities in the world that don't have 5
Or
a.m.
in China, they're
Or
not just
in China,
spying
that's what I'm-
themselves, you idiot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's how they're. It's not birds. The Earth's not flat. It's that China has installed a network of spies across this country via 5 a.m. donuts.
All right, huevos, chicolitas, crispito, chimichanga. Kevin, go ahead.
It
We're
was
figuring stuff out.
Bowling ball sausage gravy. Thank you very much. That's
Yeah.
my final.
I'm not gonna
answer.
lie, that one is kind of
Yeah,
good.
that
I'm
was
not gonna
good.
go.
That was
back.
gonna
You know
good.
what? Here you go. Here.
I knew you were gonna do that.
Hey, Kevin, that was a damn good question, brother.
There's nothing ruder
yeah,
than your
he-
2 best boyfriends in the whole world doing a handshake behind your back in front of your face, because I can fucking see you.
What about your best boyfriend having a secret handshake with your wife and you don't even have one with him?
Yeah, fuck you.
Hey,
You know what? Revenge
Hey,
is a dish.
you're mad at me? I forgot about it. She reminded me about it.
Oh.
You know what? Both of y'all.
Oh.
The revenge is a dish best served with sausage gravy.
So once
Y'all
again-
remember that.
So once again, Lauren has tried to turn me against Kevin.
Once again?
Once again. And now we are getting down to the truth. He's mine. He's mine.
We met first.
I don't know. It's that smile, brother. It's that smile. Not yours, Kevin's.
Bradley's got good teeth. I got horrible teeth.
I got teeth like a goddamn horse.
You know, I really am kind of upset. Both y'all have really nice smiles. And I'm 35 years old and I still haven't grown into my fucking buck teeth that I got in kindergarten. Like, no, you won't want to.
Oh, I'll trade you
I'll
mine.
trade you my gray
These
hair
things
for
are
your
fucking
teeth.
huge.
I'll trade you my gray hairs for your teeth.
No, I worked real hard on the acidity of this one. The acidity.
Oh yeah, because you
What do
used
you
to.
put in
Yeah,
the
'cause
acidity?
Kevin.
Sausage gravy.
Yeah, because Dusty used to have a job that he would extract the semen from a horse, and that's how you got the gray hairs, right?
Yeah, and the tube was my throat.
Whoa!
All right, Dusty, get in there.
Hold on. You said the tube was your throat.
Dusty, the sleeve's wearing out. We need somebody else. Oh!
Shit.
Jesus Christ! Look up how big a horse cock is, because
right.
it's
Oh,
got
don't worry, I'll send you a picture of mine.
har. I'm pretty sure I just got sour gummy in my eye. Oh my god!
How do you go from hot sauce to sour? Were you not going to be able to do any kind of bullshit on this fucking podcast because you're
No,
stupid?
there's nothing that can go on that it doesn't get in my
Average size of horse gin?
You don't. There's a thing
Centimeters?
called like
What's a centimeter?
what?
That's smaller than an inch.
What? So horses have small penis?
No. Have you ever seen one of those bitches?
Oh, it's talking about his balls.
Kevin, don't put in genitalia.
No,
Put
go
in
down, go
dick.
2 to 4 centimeters.
What does that even say? Genitalia?
Look, it says. Oh, that's how,
I don't know if that's how you spell it, brother.
Penis.
Put in cock.
It won't.
now we're at the end of the show where we have Kevin spell.
It's 50 centimeters long. Holy fuck.
What is that in inches?
A lot.
Oh my god!
6 centimeters in diameter? That's bigger than Australia. It all comes full
That's bigger
circle.
than the moon. Hold on, I want to Google that. What did
Whoa.
it say? 50? How 50 centimeters to inches?
20 inches.
God bless, Dusty. That's a deep throat.
Johnny Sins did want me to go on one of his movies.
Does he got a 20-inch throat?
No, it was a double hole situation. It just popped out the back.
Whoa. What's that called? You got skewered?
Yeah, buddy. Run me through. Always wanted to be a Viking. That's the only way I could figure
ran
it
hard
out.
and put up.
All right,
wet.
everybody out there, by the time we get done tonight, you will be a certified horse veterinarian and semen extraction only.
Or a
First
donkey,
question:
or
What
a
is the
donkey girl
average
in
size
Mexico.
of a horse cock?
20 centimeters, 20 inches.
And I
20
hate,
centimeters. You were wrong already.
and I hate to do this right now, but we need to run an ad real quick. Well, call us if you got a horse.
That's the whole ad.
You need
That's
some-
that's for our other website,
No,
Bradley.
oh,
That
no.
ad's not supposed to be on this one. That's our
No, like an actual four-legged horse.
yeah. That's
and
for
you
our
need
cream
the-
soda.
If you need the semen extracted, call us. Punchline semen instructions, because you can't watch it and not come.
Punchline Farrier Service. You'll be coming back for more.
Yeah. So are your horse.
Okay, well, Joe, I'll give you a slap of the hands on that one.
But we all. Somebody calls me.
We are in the cutting horse capital of the world.
Oh shit!
They're gonna say, "Oh, y'all do farrier services? Yeah, let me get hold of Dusty."
I'm curious if somebody call you. They're like, I need you to make my horse come, Bob. Like, say no more.
Be there in 5.
Wait, hold on. Do you need? Is it male or female? And they're like, oh, male. All right, we send Dusty. Female, we send Kevin. Give the
How
hand
big
of
is
God,
an average
brother.
horse vagina?
Probably, I would guess 6 centimeters wide.
Is Kevin fucking shoving his head in this bitch, or what are we doing?
He's just
I
gonna
did
give
see
it
a
the
porn
hand of-
like that once.
He's just gonna give it the hand of God.
Hey, that'll make
I
anything.
know.
think I'm
That's
gonna
what
have
I'm
to-
saying.
I just stand behind it.
Kevin said,
I need a ladder.
This is venturing a little bit too far into
This was higher than I
bestiality.
thought.
Everybody got a step stool left
Yeah, I
mine
need a
in the
step
truck.
stool. Which is a Clydesdale?
Hey, usually I tire down when I do this. Is that okay?
I need my 15-minute union mandated break. It's the law.
You're
getting
part
a
of
cramp in
you're
my
part
thumb.
of the horse
The horse union.
the
Yeah.
Horse Semen Extraction Union Workers of America. HSU hummus.
That's kind of like hummus
Thomas.
or Hamas.
Kind of like it.
I bet they fuck goats. They don't fuck.
I don't even think they have goats right now.
Can we, Kevin, give me a beep. Everybody remove your headphones. This is way too much.
I don't have
3, 2,
We don't have
1.
any beats.
They also don't have schools or hospitals
Oh,
because they are collapsed. All right, Kevin,
and
next
who
question.
are we talking about?
Was it, okay.
Hummus.
You want me to do one more?
Okay. I'm like, fuck
I'll
you,
do one more.
hummus.
I think Dusty might like this one.
I like it already.
I think Dusty liked the last one.
But I really think he's gonna like
Not
this
as much
one.
as horse cum.
That's why you liked the last one.
I'm sorry.
If your belly button was a USB port, what would you download into it first?
I have an answer right off the rip.
You can go ahead because my mind's running right now.
Yeah, I mean, Dusty's like, oh god, it could be anything.
I was gonna say there's so many
so much
possibilities.
filth.
What is the, I
so
think-
much filthy shit's going through my head right now.
Does this alter your body at all? Or is it just like a informational USB port?
I'm gonna say just like information, just like uploading some info.
I've got one.
Oh man.
Maybe
I-
something you don't know, like something you don't know.
I
Maybe
would-
like to learn real fast.
I would.
You know what I mean?
I think I would upload the. So I could upload a language, right? So I would upload the ability to speak Mandarin. That would
Why,
be
why Mandarin?
because there's a lot of them. Right. And how cool would it be if I was just sitting here and you were like, oh, why Mandarin? And then I just said it all to you in Mandarin.
And he said, "Oh no, this is
Yeah. I wasn't going to say that specifically, but, something. I was thinking more, wait.
Chichi.
Yeah.
Shishi.
I'm gonna say Chihuahuan dialect Spanish.
Chihuahuan dialect Spanish.
Chihuahua, Mexico dialect Spanish.
And I have a win. Why?
Because I work with a hell of a lot of Jose's.
You're right.
I was like,
about that.
And
there's
I'm not
a
even being
specific
insulting.
dialect?
I'm not being insulting.
No,
I work with about 7 Jose's that are from Chihuahua, Mexico, and they all speak the same dialect. I swear to God, this is a conspiracy of my own. Nobody. I mean, it might not be anybody else. It might be everybody else's. I don't know. I've never spoke to anybody about this. I'm pretty sure all of Odessa and Midland is run by a Chihuahuan cartel because everybody I
Agreed.
have met there is from Chihuahua.
Agreed. Or a Chinese cartel, because if you go out to Pecos, the judge isn't. I mean, they may
Well,
not.
that's
be,
not Odessa and Midland, now is it,
It's
Bradley?
pretty damn close. Man. It's
not
pretty
far.
damn
Yeah,
close.
it's not far. Yeah,
It's close.
But and I'm not trying to be rude. I don't give a shit either way. Hell, you know what? Hit me up. I want to make some money. But that wasn't a joke. Why are you laughing?
All of a sudden, Dusty starts talking a certain way on this podcast.
But like everybody I have met down there, everybody I work with, I sell to, I work for, everything are from Chihuahua. You mean to tell me everybody that moves from Chihuahua ends up in Odessa, Texas?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If I
everybody I've met's from the valley.
Is that California?
down by
No, the valley is like
in
all
between
of
Corpus
all
and like
of
McAllen,
South
and,
Texas.
yeah, or maybe between Corpus and Brownwood or Brownsville. I mean, I'm sorry,
Oh, you're not selling to the right. oh,
like
you're
the
not
Rio
selling-
Grande
Never mind.
Valley.
I was about to say you're not selling to the right people, but you're not. You
I
don't sell.
Yeah, I don't sell. I just work with them. You're right, because if I knew Spanish, it would make my job significantly easier.
Bro, and I'm not saying it's a racial thing or anything like that. All I'm saying is if I walk in there and I'm talking to these dudes like an American, I'm not going to get as far as a guy that walks in there. It's like, oh, buenos dias, amigo. You know what I mean? Like,
100%.
and I even had a buddy that I go down there with that straight up told me he is from Chihuahua as well. Imagine that. Straight up told me, he was like, hey, you need to learn Spanish. Try to get a good, like, Mexico dialect of some sort. He said it's going to get you in so many more doors.
Yeah. Hey, on my phone, I have a translator, so I can say whatever, say whatever into it, like, hello, my name's Bradley, and then say it into my phone, and it'll say it to them in Spanish. And
I don't
you
trust
can
that.
pick any dialect.
I don't trust that at all.
But you are right, because one thing that I think that I wish I would have paid more attention to in like high school and stuff was Spanish. And I mean, I know we were learning like what, Spain Spanish, right?
Yeah,
But-
we were learning like the stupid one.
But I still wish I knew I wish I knew that stuff, because that would just make life.
Well, see, I'm still good enough to understand most of it. I think a lot of that, shout out Mama Teresa, because that was Carlos's mom, and all her and Juan spoke was Spanish at the house. Growing up and being over there every weekend with Carlos, I picked up a lot more than what I did in Spanish class. So there is a lot of shit that I can pick up and understand when they're talking about.
Do you have
I
a-
just can't communicate myself.
I agree.
back.
Do you have a
'Cause
favorite phrase?
Me?
Yeah.
No,
No, mine is ¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Mine in high school was Pedro ir al baño, por favor.
my favorite was El Tango, El Gato en mi pantalones.
Tengo a verga así.
Because
Over here.
I'm the
see.
same way. Like, there's a lot of, like, if they come up to me and start saying something to me, I can kind of pick up on what they're saying, and they use a lot of hand gestures and things like that. So we kind of like, and I'm talking to dudes on, like, we're building pipelines.
Yeah.
I'm talking to dudes that are like on the ground. Like, these dudes are speaking. They do not speak English, but we use
Nothing at all.
I mean, they may run up to my truck and whistle and say,
It's all hand signals.
and I'm like, okay, you want me to move out of the way? Like, what's going on?
Vámonos!
Oh, I won't call ICE. I promise. We need y'all. Like,
Yeah. Can we talk about that, about building a wall?
Nope.
I mean, yeah, we
No,
can.
for real,
I
I
mean,
wanna
yeah,
go
we
over that
can.
little-
There's already
Like-
one there, isn't there?
Most people look at me. Obviously, I'm from
Yeah.
the island of Caucasus.
Of the island of Caucasus.
From the
You know,
mountains,
the
from the
mountains
mountains
of
of Caucasus.
So, but, and maybe it's because I've lived in Texas my whole life, or maybe I grew up with one of mine and Landon's best friends being Mexican, and like his parents coming through the hard way and taking 14 years to be legal and shit. But I have never once had a single issue with any Mexican I've ran across. can we build a northern wall?
That's what I'm
and
saying.
not
With
a
Canada.
southern wall.
Yeah.
What does Canada give us? Maple syrup? Fuck them and their flapjacks. You want a bong and a blitz?
Sorry.
Sorry.
Like whenever they score the winning goal in hockey, they're like, "Goal, sorry." Dude,
I didn't mean to celebrate. Sorry.
I agree. Like growing up, even in small town I was in, like probably 20% of our school was Hispanics, and they're the hardest working people you ever met.
Well,
I don't know how we're gonna do this. I
I've
don't know how
never
we're gonna
once-
do it without it. I don't know how we're gonna do it.
I
without
have
it.
never once had a
Oh, he's doing his
crossword.
Trump. He's doing his Trump.
I wish I had a good job. I really
He's
do.
doing his Trump.
I'm gonna start.
I don't know.
You know, building that wall, I would say it's horrible. It's really terrible. We should build that wall up. I sounded Canadian. It's not right there. We should build that wall up north. Yeah.
Sounds like
It sounds like the Prime Minister of Canada right now.
Your accent's going way.
They're not the same problem. All my accents will start merging into one accent.
You know who has a really good accent?
Who?
Fucking Braxton.
Really?
One of his best
A
friends.
Canadian one?
No, one of his
Oh.
best friends is Australian.
Ah.
So it's like kid he hangs out with 24/7 is Australian. His parents are put another shrimp on the bobby, mate.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
hardcore
That's
Australian.
what they say in
That's
Jamaica.
how they talk.
So yeah, that's what they say in Britain.
Hey, you want
But
me to
Braxton-
teach you how to have an Australian accent right now?
Yep. Do
Okay,
it.
ready?
No.
No.
No,
Narwhal.
that's Minecraft.
All right, hey,
Nar.
ready?
Yep.
Ready? Say razor blades.
Razor blades.
Razor blades.
Razor blades.
Rise.
Razor blades. Just keep saying it. Razor blades.
Razor blades. Razor blades.
No, I try to have an
Razor
accent though.
blades.
Razor blades.
You told me to say razor blades.
Razor blades.
Miles an hour.
Razor blades. That's a
A dingo ate my baby. A dingo ate my baby.
I only know that because I looked it up one time, and that was one of the examples they gave to like get
Razor blades.
Razor blades.
That's not a knife.
Crikey.
That's a
Crikey,
knife.
That's a
knife.
razor blade.
Can we all admit? I mean, we all have our select. You know what's bad? I can't even say we're bad people
Oh, the
because
be- oh,
we
no.
have no
Just
issues.
like we all have our select. Hey, you know what's bad?
Well, I was just thinking,
Prunes.
Yeah.
none of
You
us.
know what I don't like?
There's not a single one of us that has a racist bone in our body,
No.
but there is a lot of countries we really don't like.
I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
Like there
Just
is not
be-
a color
it's-
issue that we
yeah,
have. It is
it's
a fucking
country
nationality issue.
Like France.
Yeah, I don't like Frenchies.
Yeah, put another France on the Barbie.
Yeah.
Because they're just gonna surrender.
All they fucking do is fucking wait till America kicks people
All they
asses,
did-
then they sail up in there on their 3 ships saying, "Oh, yeah, we go hit," or whatever the fuck they say.
Hey, Dusty, all they did was invent Braille,
Yeah, well, that wasn't even there. That was Napoleon. He was 4'11". He don't count,
but he was French.
but he's 4'11".
But he was French.
I watch tranny midgets that are bigger than him.
I'm terrified right now because Landon's asking to look at the TV, and I'm like, "Are we not recording? Are we good?"
Yeah, we're bouncing.
yeah, no, we're all good.
Don't want another tornado mishap. We'll blame it on the tornadoes.
No, we're good. We're good.
We're good. We're good. Are we good? We're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah.
We're
We're
good.
good.
What
We're
were we
good.
talking about?
We don't
Santa
like
Claus.
Frenchies. We
Okay,
don't like
okay.
Canadians.
French. Back at it, boys.
I don't give a shit. We don't give a shit about what color you are. It's your nationality.
And I have this deep fear that somehow we're still an English colony. Like I have that fear that when they say that
We are so far in debt with China. We are all going to be speaking Mandarin in 2 years.
I was-
There you go,
because
Brad.
that's
That's
when-
what Bradley wants.
That's when Daddy
what
Trump
Bradley-
gets out of office and we go back down.
That's what Bradley wants. He wants to be speaking Mandarin.
No, I just want to know how to speak it to them over the phone.
Isn't that kind of funny how?
Or like on a
Send an
Zoom.
email. Or if I want to go to Beijing and I can be like, hey, where's the best, whatever y'all do here, spot.
You know, it's really funny. We always talk highly of Trump,
Noodles.
and you would think,
Do we?
well, we always
Has
talk
that been-
about
Has
him.
that
I was gonna
Let's
say,
put
I-
this way:
I
we have
haven't
never,
said-
we
I
have
have-
never said a Kevin. You're married to a liberal. You don't count. But we have never said a negative word about Trump.
I have one.
But the funny thing is, we always talk about him and talk in his little accent and stuff, and people are gonna watch us and be like, "Oh, they're fucking Trump supporters,"
Yeah.
and we all fucking hate Trump just as equal as
Yeah, I
everybody
have a
else.
negative one, and it's the no tax on overtime. And
Yeah, I'm on salary. Fuck you, Trump.
And then
I have one. His skin color.
it is offensive.
You don't like orange?
but you
He's
look,
not American.
you
I don't
look
care
at-
what he says.
He looks like he has a bad spray tan.
you look into
Oh, it's
the
100% a bad
you look
tan.
into the big beautiful bill, And
Wow.
the no tax on overtime.
Wow, what a bill.
We're still going to take the taxes
Assume it's me. It's the
out.
greatest bill in the world.
But then we're going to give you a deductible of $20,000, which sounds awesome. But then you have to deal with the IRS more.
Yeah.
So you're making us deal
But
with
you
y'all
gotta pay.
more.
You gotta pay that back.
I would almost be willing to say I won't take the deductible if you don't make me file fucking tax. I've been
Dusty, we
paying
can
you
go.
taxes
Dusty,
all
we can go. Bradley's
year.
gonna be here for a while.
I have
Yeah, he's
been
got
paying
that.
you taxes all year, and then you want me to verify that I paid the right amount? I'm just suck my dick. all
Why don't
right?
you verify I paid the right
Yeah.
amount?
Okay.
And
How
if
about the
you
people that
fucked up-
take it out verify that it's the right amount being taken out?
Here's the verification.
Who's FICA and why did I pay him $55?
Taxes is voluntary. When I signed my W-4, then I was volunteering to take for you to be able to take taxes. If you so happen to take the wrong amount, that's on you, brother. That's on you. And what the fuck is with the what's with the tax refund? Just don't take it out. I don't understand that. Like,
What about this one gets me as bad as that one? Ready?
Take
I'm
a
not going to
drink.
go on a
Take
rant
drink,
This
like you.
isn't gonna-
Bradley, take a
this
drink.
is-
Bradley,
this-
take a drink.
I
Take a drink.
I didn't
Take
mean
a
to
drink,
do
Bradley.
that. I didn't mean to do that.
This one might actually get you started too, but this is the one I hate more than anything. In all honesty, there's about 4 branches of government I wish we could go away with: NFA, ATF, IRS, and whatever. Whatever that one is that fucking says they help the world, but what they're doing is paying for like trans shit.
US aid.
Yeah, USAID.
UNICEF.
I feel like I feel like if you take
It is the word.
I feel like if you take those 4 away, if
Oh,
you
yeah.
take those 4 away, the world would be a better place. But what I was saying at, what about the fact that you take taxes out of my check to pay for highways, right?
Allegedly.
And then
Allegedly,
I
yes.
drive on said highways I paid taxes on and have to pay for the driving on the said highway on a toll road
That was funded by taxpayer
that was
money.
funded by taxpayers' money already.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm driving I'm driving a taxed vehicle paid for by a tax check on a taxed road that I'm getting more payments on.
Preach, brother. No. We need thank you.
Like that one pisses me off as much as anything. You mean you're going to tax me 5 times to drive this fucking street? The least you could do is make it like the loop around Funnytown, Austin, and let me go 95 on it, not
Well,
these fucking 75s
Like
with
the
fucking
Autobahn.
Or make it not full of potholes.
Yeah.
And when it comes time to fix said potholes, let's not drag this shit out for. Actually, I know a guy who works for a pavement company, and he does not want to be on this podcast. But I'm gonna make him, and he's gonna come on here because he's explained to me why it takes so long to when they go to redo a road. He has explained to
Bring
me.
him on here and don't tell him I worked for the city for 6 years.
Is it Philip?
So
Yeah, I've paved
so
roads.
you're part of the problem.
Yeah. Dusty's always been a part
Dusty's
of the
off
problem.
the podcast. Dusty worked for the government. I fucking forgot about that.
Is it Philip?
Yep.
Well, I kind of almost worked for the government one time too, but second-handedly.
Is that like smoking?
I felt like I was a little bit.
That's fair.
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
probably got cancer.
God damn, Kevin.
Brother.
I know we're
Brother.
Just kidding.
unhiltered and unfinished, but that was fucked up.
God damn, we didn't say that we were going to put curses on each other.
I did think Bradley was balding.
Why would you think that? Is it because my kid said that you were balding earlier?
He did, and I was like, I'm not balding. I've been this.
He told Dusty that if he got a haircut, it would never grow back.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's rude as fuck.
And
And
you
I
know-
said,
Rude as
this
fuck.
motherfucker can grow hair just as good as anybody that I know.
And the only reason my hair is thin
You think that
is because
I'm
I had a
balding?
fucking plague.
You think that I'm balding?
Did y'all know that? That really is a true story.
Wait, you
What?
had the plague?
I had a plague,
Which one?
scarlet fever.
Is this a joke?
No, this is 100% true story. My hair fucking fell out because of the rash that covered my face and top of my head. You can ask Amanda to verify. I had scarlet fever and my hair thinned out it was already thinning, but it thinned out like crazy because of scarlet fever. And I still have like scars on the top of my head because of it.
I feel terrible. When
And-
did this happen?
Oh, this was,
When you knew Amanda?
whenever I was selling water systems,
Yes, I do.
It was during that time. I had to take off. I walked in there and he was like, dude, you look like shit. I was like, thanks. You're not much to look at yourself, brother. And he goes, you can't walk into houses like that. And I said, what's wrong? And I looked in the mirror and I had fucking red blotches all over my fucking face. I was like, I feel fine. He was like, well, go get that checked out. So I call him. Well, I go to the doctor, right? The urgent care. And he's like, hey, you need to go to the ER. And I was like, why? He was like, well, good news and bad news. The bad news is, what you have killed millions of fucking people. And I was like, what? He was like, but that was years ago. It was a plague. He was like, you're fine. It's like a shot now. I was like, why don't you lead with that, brother? You're a horrible doctor.
I feel terrible because I didn't know about this.
bedside manners.
I said that we were boyfriends. I didn't even know you had scarlet fever.
And I straight up asked the ER doctor, like, how do you get
You had to wear
scarlet
that
I
fever?
didn't know either.
He had to wear that red letter A on him.
You didn't
No,
know
that
either?
means I'm an adulterer.
That was a good one. I like that. I like that was a good one.
Dusty's such a slut.
But I asked him, and what's funny is I asked him how you get scarlet
I didn't
fever, and
know
he
he
was
had
like,
it. I didn't know he
honestly,
had it.
he was like, honestly, nowadays I have no idea how you get it. People just get it every once in a while.
So it's from being a slut. Because I know.
No, I was married.
So it was chlamydia.
And once you say I do, that means they don't do that no more. So you'll understand in a year, Bradley.
I know. We've almost known each other biblically for a year. It's sweet. Well, it's not even been almost a year, has it?
Not even close.
Not even close.
What does biblically
We
mean?
haven't
Like
even got 6 months.
biblically,
Because
like
he
an
lost
eye
his
for
he lost his virginity on their
Oh, I
wedding
thought
night.
he was talking about like eye for an eye. He was gonna cut off her finger if she stole something from him or something. Like I didn't know what that meant.
Well, she stole my heart.
Yeah, and his virginity.
Rip her heart out. Sorry.
Grab his dick and twist it.
Whisk the ball.
I have to pee real bad.
Well, I gotta go to 7-Eleven.
Well, we can call it right there,
Yeah,
fellas.
because I got to pee real bad. And I was also informed by two 11-year-olds that live in my house that are what do you call it? How we end it? Sucks. So one thing I got to say is, you suck. Peace.
Go to bed, bitches.